Hi guys, it's John from Side Hustle Experiment here. Today is Monday, and hopefully you had a good weekend. This weekend rather, I built two tables with my dad. He came up from New York. Um, they'll be used as dumper tables. So I have a tilter, and this table will take all the books that are dumped from the tilter, and it will make things much faster for processing. Before, it was real ghetto. It was, I think, 7 pallets and an empty Gaylord flat. It worked, not well, but it was better than going into the Gaylords, picking out the books, putting them on a table. So I'm really excited about these tables. Actually, I could show them to you real quick. So here's the first one right here. You can see that we have Gaylord dumped. There's some like storage space down here. So that will be good. And then this is the smaller table that we built. You can see that, yeah. So these are going to be super helpful, and I'm really excited about that. Took, I don't know, probably most of Saturday to build them, maybe about 8-10 hours. My dad's really handy. So I was basically his helper, and he put all the stuff together. So that was awesome. Today, the forklift is supposed to be coming. Pretty much all the equipment that I have gotten has been delayed, just due to weather. The forklift, there was trucking issues. I don't know, but this is pretty much the last piece of equipment I need. Then I will have everything. So I have the forklift, the tilter, tables. The next thing that I need is people to help scan books. Right now, I'm working with a lister that is going very well. She lists the books from her house. UPS comes and picks them up. I was very nervous to hire her or even anyone at first. Like, oh, I'm the only one who could do it. Oh, stuff's going to be missed. And like, you can't do everything. You just got to pick and choose the best thing you're suited for. And for me, that is not listing books. So I have that. So I have to hire someone. I have someone who might be interested. I just have to reach out to him and basically finalize what it will look like, how much it pays, all that good stuff. And yeah, this week is probably going to be spent just ironing out a process for scanning the books. So when this person comes, it's not like, hey, what do you think is best? I want to have like something I could, almost a system, or yeah, maybe like a little foundation. Hey, this is how I envision it going. Like, we can make adjustments on the way. I mean, you always have to make adjustments. Maybe someone has a better idea or whatever. But that's kind of what I'm looking to do. And yeah, I mean, to be honest, like, it's been great having this warehouse. And, I thought it would solve all the problems of working in a storage unit and having a home office. But on the flip side, it's not created problems, but there are a lot of other obstacles. Like, you have a lot more space. So it's not just like when you have a home office, or you're working out of a storage unit, there's only so many ways you could do it. In a warehouse, you could arrange it a million different ways. There's a million different things you could try. Um, but yeah, I just really have to be patient when it comes to stuff like that. I was really down on myself the last week or two. Oh man, I wish, I had thought of more things at the warehouse. Like, I wish I would have mapped it out more, or, I should have ordered equipment sooner. But then I don't know. Like I've only then I said to myself, I've only been here 6 weeks. I'll have all the equipment, and now I just have to set up a process um, that will work best. And when I first signed a lease on this space, it was through Craigslist. I just saw it, so like I was just like, okay, like I signed the lease. I randomly found it one night, and yeah, I signed it, and then I had it's either 2 or 3 weeks to kind of make plans to get movers to end the leases on the storage units to pack up my home office. So there was a lot that had to be done. So I spent a lot of time doing that while keeping the business going, doing last deliveries of books, and you know, I didn't just stop. So I was doing a little bit of both. And now that I'm here, yeah, it's a little overwhelming. Uh, but I am going to figure it out. And yeah, I mean, that's all I could say is I just got to be a little more patient with myself. I mean, things take time as you get or as you expand your business. You have to work more on it. Like right now, I work in it, and like that's how a lot of people start. I mean, you almost have to start in it because you can't just bring someone in and be like, okay, like scan the books, and they're like, what are you talking about? So you have to know what you're doing so you could train people. But now I think that's the hardest part for me. I love scanning the books, going through them, like looking for stuff for eBay. Like I really enjoy that, but it's super important at this point to be like, you know what, you have to hire someone. Like someone has to scan them. Like your time is better used finding sources or finding better ways to process the books and working on getting the warehouse laid out. Those are kind of some of the things that, you know, I don't necessarily like to do. Like, scanning the books and finding profitable ones is probably the most fun part. But I can only go so far doing that. If I really want to grow this, I need to get help. And, yeah, my first hire was great. She is a friend of mine, so that was helpful. So she kind of knew like how I worked. She knew a little bit about the business. She follows me on Instagram, so she kind of knew like the terms and kind of what I did and a little bit how it worked, and it's been working out really well. So I don't know really why I'm so scared per se to hire someone to come help scan because the first hire is working out really well. So I just got to take the plunge, do it, and yeah, that's basically what's going to be happening for the week. I am going to be basically trying to document as best as I can. Hopefully, upload a video every day, what's going on. As for today, like I said, the forklift is supposed to be coming. I'm going to be working on how to best use these tables we just built and coming up with a process for someone to help scan. So basically, figuring out what's the best way to use these tables, how it would work with two people. It's a little harder when you're just working with yourself because some things just make more sense. Like, if like from what I've experienced, the process is different if you were just working with one person versus two people. So I have to really just take it slow. I love to like scan through all the books really quickly and like get them to the lister's house and all that. But for today, I'm going to take it nice and slow and just really figure out the best way for me and someone else and eventually a couple other people to process these Gaylords and scan the books in a way that makes sense, is quick, and is easy. So, have a great day, guys. I hope you crush it this week. And yeah, let me know in the comments what you think. If you think it's a good idea if you want to see more content, if you want to kind of see the documented of everything going on. So yeah, see you tomorrow.